محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. Mi famulen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. You were just the genuine listen to the Ahmadiyya Muslim Radio 1 FM 91.7 with the broadcast na number 15 Bastard Favorite, huh? Alhamdulillah. Today again we don't come to Unu with another edition of the program Khuddam Hour. Khuddam Hour, now that program we can discuss the issues that we relate to Khuddam issues. And today we get a Babala guest inside the studio in the person of Murabi Zishan Mahmoud Sahib. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Jazakumullah sana jaza. That's not the voice of the Babala guest who will get inside the studio. And in the one we be seeing the Naib Sadr Awal for Majlis Khuddamul Ahmadiyya as Sierra Leone. You are welcome, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Okay. So, una don't see in face, una don't hear voice. So now we can begin the program. Spontaneously we just hear Khuddamul Ahmadiyya, Majlis Khuddamul Ahmadiyya. So what is this Majlis Khuddamul Ahmadiyya?
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. First of all, I want to say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu to all viewers.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
So, Ahmadiyya Jama'at, it has some auxiliary organizations for the ages. Like when the one child enters the age of 7, so he will be the member of Atfalul Ahmadiyya. And this organization goes for from 7 to 15 years of the child. Then after 15, from 15 to 40 years, Khadim or a young boy, or after that a man, he will be the member of Majlis Khuddamul Ahmadiyya. And also alongside the Ahmadiyya Jamaat also have the auxiliary organization for the girls children also, like for Nasratul Ahmadiyya for from 7 to 15, and Lajna Mailla from 15 to after till the whole life. Then also for adult people, there is organization is called Ansarullah, which when a Khadim turns 40 years old, so he will enter the next organization, which is called Ansarullah. So let's come to Majlis Khuddamul Ahmadiyya. So this organization was initiated by Hazrat Muslim Maud, Hazrat Mirza Bashiruddin Mahmud Ahmad, second Caliph of Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat in Qadian. So it was founded in 1938, and at that time, Hazrat Muslim Maud, he emphasized that all this MKA should be established on the principles of service and sacrifice, so aiming to instill a strong commitment to faith, country, and the wider world. So these values remain central to the organization even today, and now its branches have been spread throughout the world, all the countries they have, where we have the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat. So the Khuddamul Ahmadiyya is there, and Atfalul Ahmadiyya also is there, which runs under the banner of Majlis Khuddamul Ahmadiyya. And both organizations, the Atfalul Ahmadiyya and Khuddamul Ahmadiyya, they are headed by their president, who is called Sadr Khuddamul Ahmadiyya.
Now, Jazakumullah sana jaza. We don't hear Uti Murabi Zishan Mahmoud Sahib, the Naib Sadr Awal. We did today inside the studio for can enlighten on the issues of Majlis Khuddamul Ahmadiyya. We the MKA Majlis Khuddamul Ahmadiyya. It don't tell we for say na thing we be saying inside Jama'at Ahmadiyya, we don't get that blessed system of Khilafah through that they will forget all the structures that are inside Jama'at Ahmadiyya, that inside Jama'at Ahmadiyya we the picking them the moment around reach the age of 7 years. You see that they enter now to different groups, the boy picking and they go to Atfalul Ahmadiyya, the girl picking and they go to Nasratul Ahmadiyya. So Now you see the one they did 40 years and above, then part them na the call and Sarula, and the woman there 15 years above, the Lajna Imaila, he explained. Till now let come inside Majlis Kudamola Madia. He go there na that's ID. So till we reach 40 years, then you know the 1st of January it go now to Majlis Ansarullah. Now then they go, they come up with them, they go to them part them, all right? And it's this na organization we has a Muslim radiallahu anhu, the second Khalifa of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community. Na in be get for establish Majlis Kudamul Ahmadiyya on in the year 1938. See na day it be get for establish this Majlis, you know, the intended date, and it be make them known and clear that any Ahmadi will fall within that age bracket in a part of that organization, you know, for make somebody go note down there. Before they go to the next team, you know Ahmadi, but for join this, you know, Majlis Kudamul Ahmadiyya, it be anything, sir?
No, it's a very good question. So, for all the Jama'at Ahmadiyya, even if you become the member of Jama'at Ahmadiyya, you don't have to pay anything. There's no membership for joining that one.
Okay.
Like for Jama'at Ahmadiyya one. So for Khuddamul Ahmadiyya, for joining it, there's no any fees or membership fees. Whenever a child enters in the age of to the age of 7, so he turns up in the he automatically Ahmadi Tiful, he became the member of Atfaul Ahmadiyya. And after that, when he becomes the 15 years old, so automatically he becomes the member of Khuddamul Ahmadiyya. But to run the this expenditure or the other programs of Khuddamul Ahmadiyya, so there is a membership chanda which is called Chanda Majlis, but that is for all on the monthly basis. A khadim who is earning something, he has to pay, and also those who are students, they have to pay a small share. So, but there is no membership chanda or membership fees for to entering this blessed organization.
MashaAllah, we don't hear what in Naib Sadar Awal Majlis Kudamul Ahmadiyya Sierra Leone don't say that person not get for pay anything, they pay single cent for make it go be a part of Majlis Kudamul Ahmadiyya. You know, he explained that so long as you na Ahmadi, automatically you will fall under that age bracket. You will be between 7 to 15, then you day in the category of Atfalu Ahmadiyya, the boy picking them. When you fall above 15 to 40, in between the ages there, when they don't join Jama'at Ahmadiyya, automatically you're a member of Majlis Kudamul Ahmadiyya. You not get for go pay, say they can't register myself, or they pay so amount, you get for pay any fees for that. No. Yeah, not for say you get for announce for say, hey, I don't can join the Majlis Kudamul Ahmadiyya, or I want join you know, nothing like that. Don't they? The moment where you don't sign by you're not a member of this Majlis Kudamul Ahmadiyya. Jazakallah sana jaza, and the amount where they pay, you say that in team will be say for run the affairs of the Majlis programs the way they do. Now family when once they done, the student, the one they Kudam the way they earn something, then go pay. When once they done 1%, and the student themselves will pay small thing from their pocket money where they get the lunch and save small thing and pay. We months done, then said they pay small for run the affairs of the Majlis, get for do different type of programs. Them it's in a family they pay down there. Not to for say where you want for say they can't say they can't join Majlis Kudamul Ahmadiyya, so they pay so amount here for pay. No, it's in a free of cost, and they pay anything, right? Now the other thing again, before we go to the next question, you know, with regard to this membership of Majlis Kudamul Ahmadiyya, is it that not only primary students them and the one they did in a secondary school, the one they did university, they're not a part of Majlis Kudamul Ahmadiyya?
Again, a very good question. every Ahmadi who is between the age bracket of 15 to 40 years old, if he's a school going Khadim,
Naam.
or is a student, university going student, or he is an employee of some offices, or even is a doctor or engineer or any office or work he is doing, he is still the part of the Majlis Khuddamul Ahmadiyya, and he has to uh, attend all the programs. And we see that there are many Khuddams, they are doing very well in their faculties, but even they are the member of Khuddamul Ahmadiyya between the age of 15 and 40.
Okay. Naib Sadr Awal Majlis Khuddamul Ahmadiyya Sahib don't make it very clear again. For see, not to bobo the no more way the primary and secondary school now then for being no more members of Majlis Khuddamul Ahmadiyya. Now TWBC, hence you na Ahmadi a fall inside this age bracket, above 15 to 40 years. He say no matter whether it is university, it no matter who's work, whether you know a doctor, who's ever work, it no matter the work way they do, the employee for any NGO now, whatsoever, he say so long as I fall under this age bracket, you know, a member of Majlis Khuddamul Ahmadiyya, and you for take part in all the functions, program, events where the Majlis they organize. Now, your responsibility, now your duty for making go take active part in the programs. Then the Jazakallah Sana Jaza. Now, back to the normal, conversation and discussion. Now, if you don't tell me how the established Majlis Khuddamul Ahmadiyya, would be established. So now, what have been the main objective, the purpose, the mission we make Hazrat Muslim or radiallahu anhu be for establish Majlis Khuddamul Ahmadiyya?
Hazrat Muslim Maud Razillah Ta'ala Anhu, when I just as mentioned before that Hazrat Muslim Maud Razillah Ta'ala Anhu, he said that this Khuddamul Ahmadiyya was established on the principle of service and sacrifice.
Naam.
So these are the main objective of the Majlis Khuddamul Ahmadiyya, and the objective also to do the moral and spiritual development of the youth, because as we know that Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he said that when a child turns 7 years old, you have to ask him, or you have to take him to the mosque, and you have to instruct him to offer the prayer, but not by force or not strictly. But when he turned by the age of 10, so you have to show some strictness, and you have to take him to the mosque, and so make him the habitual of in the spiritual world also. So that's how Majlis Khuddamul Ahmadiyya and Atfalul Ahmadiyya helps the parents and the guardians of the Ahmadi Atfal, Ahmadi Khuddam to focus on the moral and spiritual development of the youth. Again, they provide the balance of religious and secular education, and again they engage the Khuddamul Ahmadiyya and Atfalul Ahmadiyya engage them in the academics and the to learn the Islam and the teaching of the Islam, how to offer the prayers, how to do the ablution, fasting, and the Eid, the prayers, and then again to a very important thing for their to make them able-bodied. So Khuddamul Ahmadiyya and Atfalul Ahmadiyya also focus on the sports, and again, so Khuddamul Ahmadiyya it means that the servants of Ahmadiyya, and Ahmadiyya is Islam and one of the sect of Islam. So it means that all the servants of Ahmadiyya, they are basically the servants of Islam, and Islam come to serve the humanity and serve the nations. So that's how Khuddamul Ahmadiyya also they focus and educate the Atfal and Khuddam to and encourage all its members to serve the humanity, and also they to develop qualities like piety, honesty, and again fair dealing.
Naam. We don't get loud and clear from Naib Sadar Awal Sahib, Murabi Zishan, Mahmud Sahib, Majlis Khuddamul Ahmadiyya, the Naib Sadar. And now he don't tell you what have been the objective, the mission, the main purpose we has a Muslim already who be established Majlis Khuddamul Ahmadiyya. He say now for make them go render services and sacrifices to humanity. to the religion, and also for make the Khuddam then go able go under that training way now moral and spiritual training, then go get them good moral training, then they as a draw your attention for say we master the holy prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He don't instruct the parents then say when the pikin don dey at 7 years of age, you for begin for tell her for dey pray, try for like pray, begin for make her like pray, get that habit for dey offer the prayer wey reach at the age of 10 in non regular. Now for be strict with that pikin dey, yeah. And e say really Masjid Khuddam Ahmadiyya where they can they even help the parents them for train them picking them, where they encourage them for make them go to offer them prayers, and that they engage the Khuddam them as well for make them go involved in so many academic activities where they go learn how for call azan, how for read the Holy Quran, how for learn so many other Islamic things them, even some secular education also that they come on board for help the members of Masjid Kudamul Ahmadiyya as well as Atfalul Ahmadiyya. And when we see the other thing we do, even in terms of sport, encourage the youth them for make them go maintain them balance, for do exercise, do sport, for make them go be physically fit. And he go on for tell me even when they say Kudamul Ahmadiyya, I mean the servants of Ahmadiyya, and Ahmadiyya come for cancer of humanity, and it don't come for sure that sympathy to mankind, for sure that sorry heart, compassion, love to mankind, as we motto say, love for all, hatred for none. So all of them here, he say na thing we be say they under the mission and objective we has a Muslim radiallahu anhu be therefore establish Masjid Khuddam Ahmadiyya, long not forget, for render services and sacrifices, for connect the people towards Allah the Almighty, made and get the nearness of Allah the Almighty. Now, this Masjid Khuddam Ahmadiyya. So now the arena of Masjid Khuddam Ahmadiyya, how the structure of Masjid Khuddam Ahmadiyya look like?
As we know, all of us know that this Khuddamul Ahmadiyya and Atfalul Ahmadiyya, they are presided by the president of Khuddamul Ahmadiyya, whom we call Sadr Khuddamul Ahmadiyya. In Arabic, Sadr means this chest. So, like chest, it is holding our hands, our arms, our legs, our head, everything which is connected to the Sadr, to the chest of the body. So that's how the Masjid Khuddam Ahmadiyya, it is linked, everything is linked to the Sadr Sahib. So Sadr Sahib is the, or again Arabic, in Arabic Sadr means qalb, this heart also, like heart is pumping its blood or making the body run. So that's how the Sadr is the center point of the Majlis. So again, Sadr, he is having his own Amila, his executive. So Sadr Sahib is having his own executive. So in executive, he has different departments. So he has naibs, and those naibs, they have different duties. Then he has one, his secretary general, who is called in Khuddamul Ahmadiyya Mu'tamad, and his office name is Etamat. So that's how Sadr Sahib, he trusts one person as a general secretary who runs the office and who is making all the Amla members or the executive body is in one shape or in one place, and make the contact to them and pass the information from the Sadr to the rest of the Amla members. So after that, we have some different departments like Ishat, which is for publication, then Khidmat Khalq, like I just explained before, that for the publication and for the spreading the knowledge, he is headed by Muhtim Ishat. So these are two words I just have spoken about them. One is Mu'tamad and one is Muhtamim. Mu'tamad means the one who is trustworthy. So Secretary General is the most trustworthy person to the Sadr Sahib, who is keeping the office record, secret, some confidential information, and passing the message to the Sadr Sahib, from Sadr Sahib to the members. Then what is called one? The next member is the office is Muhtamim. Muhtamim means the one who uh, make the things happen on the ground. So it is also is called, you can say, secretary to that department. So for Khuddamul Ahmadiyya at the national level, we call the member, the Amla member, executive body member, Muhtamim. So we have different Muhtamins, different departments like Ishat for publication, Khidmat for public service or humanitarian work, then Mal for the finance of the Majlis, then we have Sanat of Tijarat for the those, for helping those Khuddam who are not having employment, so make them run their own business or trade. Then we have Santot Sehat Jismani for their physical health and fitness. Then Tabligh department for their religious outrage or for spreading or propagation of the message of Islam. Then we have Tehreek Jadid. Also, it is the annual fundraising and other uh, charity works, and to taking the promises for Tehreek Jadid or collecting from the Khuddam. It's a duty for of the Muslim Tehreek Jadid. Then we have basically all the members to enroll them and make the census. We are having Tajneed department. Then for the academics, for teaching them, for the educate them for of about the Islam, about the Ahmadiyyat, the Talim department is there. Then we have one department for Tarbiyat. There's a difference between Talim department and Tarbiyat department is that Talim department, it deals with this, also deal with the secular education, and urge the Khuddam and Atfal to go and don't skip their secular education. Tarbiyat department is also educating them for the spiritual and the moral level, to increase the morality and the moral level in the Khuddam and Atfal, and teach them the spirituality. It is the work for the Tarbiyat department. Then we have Tarbiyat no Mubain, as we say, those who join the Ahmadiyya by themselves and they are not the part of the Ahmadiyya by birth. So for training them, for to teach them the Ahmadiyyat and the system of Ahmadiyyat, we have one department which is called Tarbiyat no Mubain. For general administration and general affairs, we have one department which is called Umumi. It also get the job of security, and basically on the Jalsa Salana, Ijtama, Juma prayer, and all the to secure the mosque of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat. The next we have Wakare Amal. Wakare Amal department also it teaches the Atfal and Khuddam to do any work at home, to clean the streets, to clean the mosque, mission houses, the surrounding of the mission houses, surrounding of the mosque, grounds, and for the prayer area, for the Eidgah, Ijtamaga, and Jalsaga, all these places, Khuddam and Atfal, they clean before the programs. Then we have Atfal department is a separate department. Basically, Atfal department, they have their own Amila and executive body at the national level, but for the supervision, the Atfal department also comes under the Sadr Khuddamul Ahmadiyya. Then we have one Waqf department and Rishtanata department also, and to run the all the work uh, peacefully, we have one or more department. It is called Muhasib. So these all departments, they work under the Sadr Khuddamul Ahmadiyya, under his wisdom and under his all guidance. All departments, they do different jobs. Basically, these jobs are already described by Khulafai Ahmadiyyat and former planning. So the new comers or new members, when they join the Khuddamul Ahmadiyya at any level, so they add their own plans, and by their own wisdom and by the change of the time, they upgrade the previous work plan to do more efficient work for Khuddamul Ahmadiyya, for the youth of Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat.
Now, Jazakumullah sana jazak. For we, you don't take it time for explain very nicely and beautifully with regards to the structure of Majlis Qudamul Ahmadiyya, and you don't explain to we for Maker, we learn a lot and understand how Majlis Khuddamul Ahmadiyya they operate. It take we step by step. For say, first and foremost, we get the Sadr Majlis Khuddamul Ahmadiyya. We be say na in the one we na in the head of this Majlis Khuddamul Ahmadiyya. We say Sadr inside Arabic is in our chest, and when we look at the chest, we say it na the hands, everything, you say na the center, we say then can connect, right? And the other meaning of sadr na qalb, when the heart. You see, what's the function of the heart? You see, now they pump the blood, where they make the blood they run at the heart and throughout the system, na your body. So that not the main thing we see the Khalifa don't give him this name. He say for be Sadr, the one where they had this majlis. They see no more now for say in work really now they make also the function inside the majlis, and he one grade no go able for do all the work them. So therefore he get for get you know people we go there around for help, like we get the one way na the secretary, we na the mutamad, na the trust worthy somebody we be say na in they keep all the records secrets of the majlis, na in they oversee the other offices them all for see and make sure say they all they move and run smoothly. Then we get other department like Ishat, and the one we go there in charge, we call her Muhtamim, they serve as a secretary, and they manage that department there for, publish, teach them about the Majlis, Kidmat Khalq, we inside other departments, then we the help for service to humanity, like somebody sick, we had go greet them, the Khuddam their way well to do, then close them, where then can donate, and all of the then thing they come under this department, Kidmat Khalq. We get Sanatu Tijarat, inside now department where they deal with trade and commerce, the students will be say they don't get job, so then go help them for make them get job, do small how from do small then petty trading there, so that make them not just sit down, so no more make at least then go for get something where them for do, then they in that department they for look at them, could them then they and move them and encourage them. So then strategy you have for do small business, so they go turn to a billionaire. And we get the other department we now see at Jismani, here they also make sure say then do sport, physical exercise, outside and go for maintain balance and get physical fitness and get good health, where they encourage you to do exercise. Get other department we call it Tahriki Jadid, get the secretary we for take promises and they behind the Khuddam for remind them after we don't take pledges from them for make them go pay then Tariki Jadid pledges we don't make, right? And for know the total number of Khuddam then, na the country, na the district, na the region, na the local level, then they get a department where they call Tajni, the census, who side and go take statistics of all the details of the Khuddam they make them go sabi. Then yet another department, when the Talim department, education, which they teach the Khuddam them, religious education, and it also cover secular education as well. Now the Tarbiyah department did it where they look after the moral and spiritual training of the Majlis members them. Tarbiyah no Mubain, one day we be say there not to born Ahmadis just kind of Jama'at. So they need for train them and tell them what in Ahmadiyya and train them how for become good Ahmadi, how for behave as an Ahmadi. Then that department they way then go look after and take care of them people, and they we get Umumi, general affairs, USAI. They also look at security affairs, of we property them, we mission house them, we mosque them, for secure them places. Then we say then send Khuddam there for do duty. Wakaramal, now other big department, Wusai, they make the Khuddam them for they do work them, we don't go for do work them with them. We're very hands, be saying a house work now, mosque work now, community work now, let no left behind so that you will get that habit for you do that work there. So now I make this department day. And Sefa, we get other department when Muhtamim Atfal. The one you see at Fana different department, but he still then get somebody from the national amla of the national executive of the Sadr way for oversee their own activities, their own work way that they do. Work final department also they for take care of them picking and their rich tanata marriage affairs to correct them. We they encourage them for let them married within the Jama'at. Muhasib the accountant or auditor in Majlis Khuddamul Ahmadiyya and auditor where they come and see audit all the work there where they go on and the finance aspect of this now some of the department where they under Majlis Khuddamul Ahmadiyya. And law will not forget all of them where they do their work for function where go help like I say, no, this is not for the national executive, the district executive, the I call them the local executive day as well. So down to the local, all of them they then get their own responsibility, their own work, how for the anyway. La no go detail into Rasa Day because I go and let Murabisa will tell me what in the chain of command in all of them department they are way down to the local level we may say for reach day now.
As we know that in the government level or any country, they have their own structures. Like from the central government, they have their provinces. Then from provinces, they have districts. From districts, they have these local uh, uh, municipals or councils. Or here we have like chiefdoms. So like this is the division of the country at the country level also. So, like how Jamaat Ahmadiyya, it has also this chain of command from the Amir Sahib to the regional Sadran, then from regional Sadran to district Sadran to local Sadr. Then all these people they have their own executive to for various departments which deals with that certain their own specific department. So for Khuddamul Ahmadiyya, the chain goes like this one: Sadr Sahib and he give the command for he give the guidance to the certain department from his amila. So his amila is called muhtammin and only muhtamad is the secretary general. So all muhtammin they do or make their work plan and pass this information to the regional qaidin and district qaidin. So for from the between the regional qaidin, so district qaidin and muhtammin, they are regional qaidin which overlook with like in Sierra Leone we have 15 districts. So for 15 districts we have like for each three districts we have one regional guide. So that's how we have five regional qaidin who are passing the information or supervising the different districts. So they have their own amila and their nazmin are overlooking or getting the information or guidance from the markaz, the headquarter, and they're passing them to the local majlis. At local level, so the Qaidin are also there and they have their own Amila. So they are there to implement those instructions given by Sadr Sahib to the local level to all the Khuddam and Atfal. So this is the chain of command from Sadr Sahib to the Khadim and people at the local level. So the instruction it goes easily and smoothly to the every member of the this organization.
Huna don't hear from Naib Sadasa what you don't say with regards to the way how the Khuddam they operate. You see, just like how we don't see in government structure, how they operate. We CC, yes, then get down to chieftain level, somebody where they represent them, then constituencies, then they, then councillor, then they, then parliamentarian, then they, local government also they. So everything, they make sure say they cover all side of the country. Say when it comes to Jama'at Ahmadiyya, similar thing like this, we get Usai, we get the Amirsa, we get the National Amla, even at that, we get the regional presidents then, the district presidents then, and down to the local level, the Jamaat presidents then did, and get the local executive for, even the chiefdom like that. The operation they go down to the Jamaat, now the local majlis, all is set up there for the smooth running of the Jamaat. You see, same thing again with Majlis Khuddam Ahmadiyya. The Saturday, the National Amla, the National Executive Day, District Day, Executive Day, Regional Executive Day, down to the local level Executive Day, where they pass on the chain of command down there, the instruction they reach there. And you see, now so the Majlis they operate. Like we don't they enjoy this discussion. So now at follow don't they come again and again in between. So what in this at follow Lamadia?
So as I have explained before that the Atfalul Ahmadiyya is the smallest unit of the of the Jamaat Ahmadiyya.
Nah.
Hazrat Muslim Maud Razila Ta'ala anhu, he made 5 auxiliary